So we all probably remember that October 2024, Javier Lorenzano-Nunez was arrested for the 1998 murder of Sarah Jane Carr. Those charges were dismissed without prejudice in August of 2025. Now, before this notice of claim was filed, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office had said that the reason for the dismissed charges was additional evidence that put into question his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Of course, that's what a jury would need to find a defendant guilty. Now, despite this, one of Sarah Jane Carr's sons says he is adamant that his mother's case will still end with justice.
It's not the outcome we wanted, but it's not over with.
Less than 2 years ago, Garrett Miller spoke with Fox 10 near his mother, Sarah Jane Carr's grave. A suspect in her 1998 murder, Javier Lorenzano-Nunez, had been arrested just days before. Garrett and his family members later saw charges against Lorenzano-Nunez dismissed without prejudice. He says the news was heart-wrenching, but adds that as a police officer himself, he understood the steps that led up to the decision.
We were told from the get-go, like, hey, it's not going to be easy. Even if we get the guy, it's not going to be easy. I understood that if it went to trial and this person was found not guilty, and then later on there's some new groundbreaking discovery or technology or something that does point to him, then he can't be tried again. So I understood that, and that's something I kind of had to tell my family.
Lorenzano-Nunez and his legal team maintain he had nothing to do with Carr's 1998 murder. The Ortega Law Firm has filed a notice of claim on his behalf, claiming he was falsely arrested and imprisoned. A major critique in that claim is investigators' use of facial recognition software, which his attorneys argue is flawed and unfairly targeted him as a suspect. Before the Maricopa County Attorney's Office was listed as a defendant in the claim, it released statements related to the case that read in part, quote, "The evidence provided by police at the time the case was submitted pointed toward Javier Lorenzano-Nunez." The statement went on to call facial recognition software a, quote, "valuable investigative tool." Garrett says he wholeheartedly believes in the investigators tied to his mom's case and their ability to get justice.
If I didn't, then like the profession I work in, it's kind of counterproductive, because how do I put on a uniform every day and try and go do right by the people I'm going to protect and serve? And if somebody needs justice and I don't share that same mindset, I think I do them a disservice.
And when that hope starts to falter, Garrett always returns to his continued source of strength, his mother herself.
My mom's favorite band was Journey, and her favorite song was Don't Stop Believin'. So I couldn't think of a better song or like anthem for this entire case or our family.
Now, Lorenzano-Nunez's use of multiple aliases has been reported and referenced by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. That was also mentioned in the notice of claim. Now, MCAO had said that 2 different grand juries had indicted Lorenzo-Nunez, but of course, all of those charges have been dropped at this time, and that notice of claim asking for $3 million. Live tonight in Phoenix, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
Nicole, thank you.